Hey guys, welcome to Waypoint X. My name's Judd, and for today's video, we are showing you Dan Proctor's Jeep. So, here we go. Well, Dan, so what do we have here?
This is a 2015 Hardrock Edition JKU.
It looks really, really good. So let's just start at the front. What kind of bumper are you running?
This is the Hardrock Edition front bumper. Comes factory on this Jeep. The only thing I've really done to it is added the Maximus Edition roll hoop, and then I've thrown the winch plate, the Maximus winch plate in as well, and then just bolted on a Smitty winch. This is a 10,000 pound winch.
10,000 pound?
Synthetic line.
Synthetic line, so a little bit safer out there on the trail.
Love it, works great.
Awesome, awesome. So what kind of lights you running?
This is the Morimoto Series 1. The originals that they did, they've redesigned them now, but I got these on a steel, so I had to try them out, and they've actually worked great for me.
Awesome. So what about the lights on the pillars?
AVW, it's a company from Dallas, Georgia, not too far from where I'm from. So I actually got these at Jeep Beach Jam last year, as
awesome.
AVW was running a deal down here. So threw those on the front, but that's really the only LEDs I actually got into running. So
I got you. Now, are these just the factory LED?
Well, it's the factory fog lights,
right.
But then I went ahead and added in an LED insert bulb,
right.
And it's worked great for me. So I just haven't gone too crazy on lighting.
I got you. So as we move down, what are you running for steering? I see Yeti down there.
Everything steering is all Yeti. It's their full Yeti stuff. What is it? XD series.
I have the same one on my Jeep.
Yes.
I couldn't tell you what it is.
I love it. Every time I used to go off-roading, every time I would get off the trail, my steering wheel would be cocked.
Right.
No more of that. It's all gone.
All that bump steer is out of the way.
No more.
Awesome,
It's beautiful.
awesome. Yeah, it looks great under there. Now, are you running the factory gears?
Factory gears? No. I am running 10 factory 488s. I re-geared it 2 weeks ago.
So, are you doing axle shafts, anything? Or just
No
gears?
axle shafts yet. They are in the works. That is the next thing to go in when we get home.
Ollie.
Yeah, 10 factory axle shafts are going in as soon as we get to the house when we get back.
There you go, there you go. Awesome, awesome. All right, Dan, so it looks like we got a lot going on this side of the Jeep.
Yes, sir.
So what do we got for fenders?
Fenders is the XRC fenders. With these, I had to do a little chopping on the frame to get them to bolt up, but they've become a lifesaver on the trail because I get a little squirrely and I like to lay this thing against walls. So they've helped me out a lot.
Now I see you have different hood lashes too.
I do. I can't even remember the name of what these are, honestly, but
Hey, they work.
they work great. No more hood flaps.
There you go. There you go. What about you got some new interliners too?
Yeah, I got the DV8s and they've been great. The only thing I don't like is XRC DV8, so we may have to do a little chop and adjust.
Yeah, maybe a new plate there.
Maybe a new plate.
There you go. So what kind of lift are you running?
I have a Terraflex 4-inch, and with that, I am running all Terraflex, no mix and match parts.
Right.
It's all control arms are the flex arms.
Right. So all 8.
All 8 flex arms, and they run amazing. I mean,
a lot better than stock.
It's so much better than stock.
Especially when you have those better joints in there, you're really able to articulate off-road.
Those Heim joints, you know, I'm not wearing them out going off-road every week, so it's paid off.
I see that you have, and we'll show you here in a minute, but you have the brake lines, the steel braided brake lines.
Yes, Rubicon Express brake lines. Those became a necessity after I accidentally cut my brake lines while being out one day.
There you go.
So 4-wheel parts having to have them in stock.
There you go. So you're running the same beadlocks I am. How do you like them? And tell them what you got.
KMC machetes, 17-inch, and I absolutely love these things. It has reduced the amount of times I actually have to turn on lockers so much. You know, I usually air down to about 8 pounds with these, and it just grabs me.
Yeah, 7 to 10 pounds is like the money.
So much.
Oh yeah.
So much grip.
So much grip. So what tire are you running?
Cooper STT Pros, 37 by 1250s, and I really want 40s, but I'm trying to hold myself off until I just fully do U-axles. So.
Well, we're going to 40s. We're running the Ultimate Dana 44 up front right now. But we are still in the stock 44 in the rear, but we are going to go to 40 soon. We're just trying to
I'm right behind
justify it, just get there. So I see that you have a cow cover. Now, was this because...
It is absolutely why you think it is. First time I ever took the doors off, I said, no, don't let the wind catch it. Bam, wind caught it.
And put a dent right there.
Put a dent right
I got a dent in both of mine. Well, I see you got some more armor down here. So what do we got for
Yes,
rocker
sir.
armor?
We have the Speedy Builds again. It's the SRC rock sliders. And they're a little less hardcore than the Fenders, the XRC series. But, I mean, I have laid the Jeeps on them, and they've done great. They've held up a lot well.
Yeah, and you got those front and rear, and they look great.
Yes.
All right, Dan, so what do we have back here?
This is going along with the rest of the armor, the XRC series rear bumper. And then just a couple D-rings, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not a spare tire deleter.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Right. You never know when you need it.
Yeah, especially me. I've
Yeah.
needed it.
Well, and you actually have the 5th one.
Yes.
So I need to buy my 5th one. I was a little cheap at the beginning.
You gotta have your 5th.
I know, I gotta have the 5th one.
You gotta air down your spare.
There you go. So you got a farm jack over there?
I do. I used High Lift brand.
Awesome.
I've already found multiple uses. My favorite use was getting high centered on a ditch culvert, or the little, whatever you call those.
Yeah, that you need to always.
I actually had to jack it up and then shove it off of it. So
there you go. So what kind of top you run out? So you got the soft top on because we're at the beach.
I am factory twill soft top.
There you go.
And no problems to date. It's been great.
Yeah, I want one of these nicer tops because we have the original one. I have an
Sure.
09 Jeep and the original one, and those were just not as good as these nice twill ones. So.
Yeah, the premium soft top, it's worth every penny. It's been so good.
And we'll show the guys here on the camera here in a minute, but what are you running in the back here? I see you got some ammo cans and some different stuff back here.
That's actually a personal creation of my own.
Okay.
I just broke out the welder one day. I wanted more use of the fender wells. Actually, it was after we took a long road trip, and I realized I kept trying to bungee cord stuff to the sides.
Right.
So I broke out the welder and some steel and made my own molly system to put an ammo can for jumper cables and tools and hang some stuff on the side.
So nice little custom piece
Sure.
there. We'll have to show them then.
Yeah,
We'll open it up.
Yeah, if you want.
Got the stroller in there.
Yeah, Jeep stroller.
There you go. Well, Dan, so we're going around the Jeep. What kind of diff covers do you have?
I have the Poison Spider diff covers and lube lockers.
There you go. There you go. So are you running the factory e-locker still?
Yes, I am using the factory lockers, electric lockers. I've had a little trouble out of them. Usually it's wiring. I have to play with the wiring.
Elongate a little bit.
Exactly.
When you live, everything else has got to get a little longer.
They got a little stretched one time, so I figured out on the way home what the problem was.
There you go. So I see you have a molly system on the back tailgate.
Yes, sir.
And we'll go to this custom one here in a minute.
Yeah.
But what are you carrying in the molly system on your back tailgate?
Well, in this one, keeps all of my rain gear. I tend to get caught in the rain a lot, so I keep all of my tucked away rain gear here. I have my quick air down system, and I have my air chucks. I keep over here my ARB hose, and then my CV in my small pouch.
So what kind of ARB do you have?
I have this single ARB under the hood. It's mounted on the Evo plate.
Okay.
It's right above the master cylinder.
Right.
So it's nicely tucked away. But with moving up to 37s from the 35s, that single ARB is kind of struggling, so it's time to upgrade.
Time to go ahead and upgrade.
Exactly.
So I see you have another pack over here on the passenger side. So
Yes, sir.
what's in that?
That is my full winching kit, so that when I get stuck, I just pull the window back, grab it out and go. It contains my shackle, my D-ring, my winch controller, everything I need to do a quick winching.
One go.
Exactly.
So you're not having to go to this side of the Jeep, that side of the Jeep.
Exactly.
One-stop shop.
And then first aid is on the left and right pouches on the outside of it.
Always
So
got to
it's
have a
always
first
ready.
aid kit.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
if y'all don't have a first aid kit, definitely get one in your Jeep. So what do you have in the toolbox?
Toolbox is a random assortment of tools, impact gun, just quickly thrown together to get out the door this weekend.
Right, just if something happens, you can maybe fix it.
Exactly. Just everything I know I need to fix whatever breaks on this thing real
There you
quick.
go. So we were talking about earlier, you have made a custom camp ammo can
Yes, sir.
molly thing over here. I don't know what you would call it.
Exactly.
But so what is it exactly?
So what it was is I was constantly strapping things to the side over the wheel well whenever I was going somewhere, just like with my kid over here. So what I decided to do is break out the welder one day and make something that could hold more stuff how I liked it, nice and cleanly put away. So it's basically a molly system on the front and then an ammo can that you can strap down on the top, and which it contains, all your roadside stuff like jumper cables, gloves, and just the little things.
Right. just so it's all in one area. It's nice and neat.
Exactly.
So you can put the stroller and other stuff back here if you need to.
Exactly. Nice, neat, tucked away.
There you go. Perfect. All right, Dan. So looks like a great interior. So what is not stock, I guess? What have you added?
So far, finally my factory navigation head unit started to fail on me, like everybody says that will do. So a couple days ago, I threw in the Alpine ILX 107 edition. So it's fully wireless CarPlay, and that's actually been a great thing to have on this trip. I've loved this radio.
Yeah, we just helped our buddy put in a radio not too long ago, and he likes it a lot better than stock.
Oh, it's, you know, I didn't think I'd want it, didn't think I was a radio guy, but having CarPlay on hand is great, and it's so good.
So what about your shade? I see you have a shade up there.
Yes, I am running Spiderweb shade. Got this last year, before last year's Jeep Beach Jam, to keep the baby girl nice and cool. So,
there you go, there you go. So what else you got going on?
Then I added a set of actual nice corner grab handles. These are just Amazon edition, nothing fancy. For a grab handle.
Hey, they work.
They work great. A year and a half, no problems, no flex. I love it.
So on our channel, you know, we don't mind Second Amendment rights, so it looks like you have something that might hold some goodies.
Yes, I do. I do have the MPS holster for right next to my leg, and this has been a really nice little addition. I keep a flashlight over here on the corner, so it's easy grab and go for when we're on the trails and trying to figure out what I broke.
Yeah.
Then just my little holster mount for these Smith & Wesson.
There you go, there you go.
And that's it.
Absolutely. Well, you got a great looking Jeep.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Well, Dan, you have an amazing looking Jeep. It's really well built, really
Thanks,
thought
sir.
out, put together really, really well. But we have a few questions for you.
Go ahead.
So what is your favorite mod on this entire Jeep?
My favorite mod so far, by far, is the 488 gears. I went with 410s for far too long on this, and I felt the Jeep just feeling so sluggish and hated it. And with this 488s, the Jeep's back to life.
A lot more perky.
Yes, it's a Jeep again.
Right.
It's a Jeep that can move again.
So if you had to change anything, if you had to start all over tomorrow, what would you do different, if anything?
What I would have done different, without a doubt, would have been to go straight to the 4-inch lift with 37s, because I was really started off like a lot of people. I'll do 2.5-inch lift.
33s, 35, 37s?
I'll do 2.5 with 33s. No, I'll do 35s. Then I'll add to 3.5. Nope, let's do 4.
Yeah. So yeah.
There was a lot of steps on the way.
Save a lot of money.
In the past year, I've spent a lot extra.
So here at Waypoint X, we like to ask, where's your next destination? So we're here at Jeep Beach Jam right now,
Sir.
in Panama City Beach for this event. But what are your plans? What's next?
Right now, the next place we're looking to go is a buddy of mine are talking about heading up to Colorado, probably in the fall.
Awesome.
So we have a deal where he comes my way from Texas once a year, and I go his way once a year. So we've been talking about heading up towards Colorado.
Yeah, we're actually going through Colorado here in August. We're going to the Rubicon Trail in August, so
Perfect.
It's going to be awesome. So we're going to be driving, through that way, and
Yes.
we're excited about it.
Good trip.
But hey guys, we really do appreciate you tuning in to today's video. Dan has a fantastic looking Jeep. Go check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and hit that subscribe button below. Leave any comments that you may have, but we really do appreciate you joining in. So thank you.